We are continuing to follow that breaking news at the Justice Center downtown. Want to get you back out live to our Alexis Soto, so I can still hear Alexis. It is chaotic down there.
Absolutely, Sam. It is extremely chaotic, and things really haven't changed since we arrived on this scene almost 45 minutes ago. I'm going to give you a live look right now of what's happening. There is some type of rope being dangled down from the third floor. That is where we are told at least 60 inmates have broken out of their cells. They have shattered these windows. They have been dropping things from there. It looks like they're raising something back up that was given to them by the crowd down here. Brian, if you can get a really wide shot, you can see the crowd that is gathered outside of the City Justice Center. Some of them have told me that they are friends. Some say they're family members of people that are inside and locked up at the City Justice Center. But again, as you can see from this scene, there are no police down here. There is no one that is controlling this scene outside of the City Justice Center. Now, the sheriff tells me they're working to control it from the inside. I just stopped him on the street and captured some video of what he tells me is happening right now. Let's take a listen to what he said.
We're inside the courthouse. We're going to stage up and go across. What I was hoping that I could do is talk them down, but you can't talk them down.
Are you negotiating?
I tried, just like with the crowd. I tried to get them to stand down, and if they would stand down, they would personally see me in the morning to help with whatever situation. But they decided that they don't want to stand down, so now we're going to have to do it the way we've done it the last 3 times.
And what is that? What did you do?
We're going to go in. We're going to go from the inside and get them.
Okay, you can see this is some video after this initially started happening. Again, inmates were able to shatter windows. They were able to light something on fire that they then tossed out of this 3rd story of the City Justice Center. That fire has been put out, but people continue to throw things down to the crowd from this. And again, there is no one up there that appears to be trying to contain the situation from what we see at this window. And this is not the first time. If you come back out here live, we can give you a look at the 4th floor, which you can see is boarded up. That is from where inmates broke out in February, shattered windows. Pretty much a very similar scene. The city took several steps after that happened, but right now the question remains, who is in charge here right now? Sheriff Betts tells me he guesses it's him. Just a few days ago, Public Safety Director Judge Jimmy Edwards, he stepped down, he retired from his position, so we do not have a current acting Public Safety Director. I have reached out to the mayor's office asking them the same question, asking who is in charge. I have not gotten that answer yet. I just texted a spokesperson for the city of St. Louis to ask the question, who is in charge right now? So we are trying to get that answer. We're trying to get an answer on what's being done to detain the inmates that have broken out. The sheriff does tell me he does not believe at this time that there are any guards that were injured in this situation. He does think that there might be some inmates that have been injured. They're trying to work that out. This is, again, a very developing scene, a very chaotic scene here in downtown St. Louis. And right now we are working to get as many answers as possible on what's being done. We'll stay here on scene as long as we need to get you guys the answers. Sam, we'll send it back to you.
Alexis, one thing I want to ask is I can tell we understand that there aren't police there that are on Market Street, on Tucker rather, in front of the City Justice Center. There's crime scene tape set up behind you, but there's also a very large crowd of people that have gathered across the street. Have you been able to gather who any of those people are? Are they relatives of the detainees who have overtaken the jail?
Yeah, so one woman that was actually standing next to me when I was talking to the sheriff said her husband is locked up. She is frustrated. She says he hasn't been able to get a court date. She is demanding answers from the sheriff. She also wants to know who's in charge here. That is what we're hearing from a lot. We've heard from some of the inmates up there saying we want court dates. We know that the pandemic has significantly delayed the justice system, not only in the city of St. Louis, but across the region and across the country. And so we've heard that from inmates that they are demanding court dates. But yes, a lot of people that are out here are friends and family. I think there's also just a lot of people that have gathered to watch this unfold. As you see the scene behind me, I mean, there's a good number of people that are standing outside the Justice Center. There is crime scene tape, but there is no police presence here to control the crowd on the street, and clearly there isn't much of a control up. Actually, I do want to have you point up, Sam, let me just show you guys this. There do appear to be fewer inmates in the window right now. I can only see about 4 to 5, so potentially there is something that is happening on the inside right now. Those inmates actually have just left the window area, so we're going to continue working to get some details on what is happening inside at this moment. But we'll send it back to you.
All right, Alexis, thank you. Seems to be chaos there inside the jail. Also, rather some chaos there on the ground as people have gathered outside the jail there. We did hear Sheriff Vernon Betts say that they were going in to defuse that situation. We'll continue to follow that here on air for you, bring you updates as we get them. We'll also update you, of course,